Shedeur Sanders is going to be one of the richest quarterbacks ever.
How many jerseys did he already sell? How many jerseys did he already sell?
Number one amongst
how
rookies.
many autographs has he already signed in Greater Cleveland? How many events has he already had in Greater Cleveland?
Shedeur Sanders has destroyed the NFL with a huge contract extension no one saw coming.
What if I told you that a rookie quarterback just flipped the entire NFL on its head? Not with a record-breaking touchdown, but with a single line in his contract. Imagine a fifth-round pick out-earning veterans, rewriting the rules and forcing billion-dollar franchises to scramble for answers. This isn't a fantasy. This is the story of Sanders, the 21-year-old who just destroyed the NFL's old playbook with a contract extension no one saw coming. If you want the inside scoop on how one rookie changed the game forever, you're in the right place. And before we dive in, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the stories that shake up the sports world.
21-year-old guys with 1 year starting experience.
Those are things that help them.
The rise of Sanders. Sanders, just 21 years old, with only 1 year of starting experience, was never supposed to be the guy who would change the NFL. He wasn't a first-round Golden Boy. He wasn't a Heisman winner. He was a fifth-round pick, drafted with a standard rookie deal. 4 years, just over $1 million per year, and only $447,000 guaranteed. No red carpet, no face of the franchise expectations. But what happened next wasn't just unexpected, it was revolutionary. While teams were busy crunching stats and cap space, Sanders was quietly rewriting the playbook, not on the field, but in the contract room. Everyone thought the buzz was about a massive extension, but the truth was even wilder. There was no nine-figure headline salary, and yet Sanders was making more money than most starting quarterbacks. How? Because he didn't just sign a contract, he built a blueprint. The prime equity clause, the secret weapon. Here's where the story takes a turn. Buried in Sanders' rookie deal was something no rookie had ever pulled off before, a clause called prime equity. While most NFL players sign away the rights to their name, image, and likeness, Sanders did the opposite. He said, "I'll keep mine." Not only that, he secured 20% of everything tied to his brand. Jerseys, sponsorships, appearances, even digital content. If someone profits off Sanders, Sanders profits too. That's not a salary. That's ownership. Let that sink in. $250 million on jersey sales. That's not a typo. Just his merchandise. And from that, $14 million went straight into Sanders' pocket, not as a bonus, not as a hidden clause, as pure, clean, player-owned money. And remember, this is a fifth-round pick doing numbers like a global brand. The impact, out-earning veterans. So why did everyone think he signed a huge extension? Because the money didn't add up. How does a rookie with a $465 million deal over 4 years pull in that kind of cash? People assumed it had to be some groundbreaking new contract, and in a way, it was, just not the way anyone expected. The information that leaked about Sanders' deal came from sources everyone trusted, but what they missed was the real story. It all started with what looked like a basic rookie deal. Nothing fancy. But hidden inside was the prime equity clause, a move that destroyed the system from the inside. This wasn't about performance incentives. It wasn't about yards or touchdowns. This clause was tied to who Sanders is, not what he does. He gets paid just for being Sanders. That flips the entire NFL contract model upside down. He didn't wait for a team to hand him power. He built it into his rookie deal. He created a new model where a rookie can out-earn veterans without throwing a single NFL touchdown, where a player doesn't just get a seat at the table, he owns part of the table. The business of being Sanders. Let's talk about the business side. Sanders isn't just a quarterback, he's a walking business brand. He generated over $300 million in merchandise sales. While most NFL players sign away their rights, Sanders kept his. He owns his YouTube, his social channels, his content, all of it. You want a behind-the-scenes vlog of training camp? He'll drop it. A docu-series on how the NFL is reacting to his rise? He can fund, shoot, and upload it before ESPN even books a segment. We're used to the league owning everything. Your highlights? NFL property, your locker room footage? League owned. Your Instagram clips from the sideline? Watch your contract, but Sanders flipped it. He owns the Sanders trademark. That means when he goes viral, it's his bag, not someone else's. The blueprint, a model for the future. And this is exactly why front offices are sweating. Because it's not just about one guy making bank. It's about a model that future players will copy. Sanders laid the blueprint. Own your image, your merch, your media, and watch the league scramble to adapt. This kind of strategic power play didn't come out of nowhere. Enter Coach Prime. Deion Sanders isn't just Sanders' dad, he's the OG of athlete branding. Back when social media was barely a thing, Primetime had already mastered it. Gold chains, dual sport dominance, unforgettable interviews. He was the moment before we even had memes. So it makes perfect sense that Sanders didn't just inherit speed or arm strength. He inherited the entire business model. Deion taught him how to build brand equity before draft stock. Jackson State, Colorado, those weren't just football stops. Those were brand labs, trial runs, strategic exposure. Every interview, every highlight reel, every post, it was all leading to this. The NFL's nightmare, losing control. But here's where it gets really uncomfortable for the NFL. This entire playbook threatens the core of their business model. The league's power has always been rooted in control. Control of salaries, of player branding, of who gets to earn what and how. Rookie contracts are capped, structured, designed to protect teams from risk. But Sanders just exposed a loophole big enough to drive a G-Wagon through. He didn't need to be a first-rounder, didn't need to be promised the starting job. He just needed to own himself. And now he's making millions before most players even see the field. Now imagine if this spreads. What happens when other rookies, especially high-profile ones, start asking for prime equity clauses, when they demand control of their likeness, when they negotiate deals that let them earn from every jersey, every tweet, every video? The league can't just say no to everyone, especially if the fans are buying in. And make no mistake, the fans are in. $250 million in jersey sales proves it. People aren't just supporting a player. They're buying into a movement, into a story that's about more than touchdowns. It's about ownership, power, and rewriting the system. Sanders' talent and mindset. Let's not forget the football side. Sanders isn't just a business mastermind. He's a real talent. He throws an incredibly good ball, a very catchable ball. His accuracy and ball placement are excellent. He's durable, able to take hits, and he's proven that every single team you put him on, he becomes better. He's not John Elway, Peyton Manning, or even Eli, but he's the best quarterback they have, and it'll just take him high. He's fourth on the depth chart, not because he's the fourth most talented, but because of where he was drafted. That's why Sanders is still yet to get first-team reps. But everything that needed to happen for him to move up the depth chart has now happened. The guys in front of him have gotten hurt or been ineffective, and he's been steady. His excellent accuracy has been on display, and he's worked really hard at getting the pre-snap stuff down. Sanders seems to overcome every time. No matter how much blitz packages you throw at him, he's durable. He can take the hits. When it was time for Sanders to gauge the field and make a quick decision, he didn't get disrupted. He stayed sturdy in the pocket. The legacy, prime DNA. Sanders didn't walk into the NFL to fit in. He walked in to take control of his name, his earnings, and his legacy. And what we're seeing now, that's not an accident. That's prime DNA at work. Deion taught him that the NFL could reject you at any time, so leverage is always the key. Sanders didn't just play football. He launched a full-on financial tsunami, and the league's still trying to find its life jacket. This is a cautionary tale for the NFL. Sanders didn't just sign the biggest contract in NFL history. He did something scarier. He made a small one and turned it into a blueprint to beat the system. He showed that a rookie can walk in, bypass the politics, out-earn the veterans, and keep the rights to everything that makes him valuable. That's not just a win, that's a revolution in cleats. So what now? That's the million-dollar question. Sanders just opened a door that can't be closed. You think future rookies aren't watching this? They're definitely calling their agents right now asking, where's my prime equity clause? And honestly, why wouldn't they? NIL-style deals changed college football. Now Sanders is dragging that model into the NFL by the face mask, but don't expect the league to just roll with it. teams and owners are already thinking of ways to push back. New policy restrictions, revised rookie deals, maybe even revenue caps to contain this kind of player leverage. Because if every rookie starts walking in with brand equity demands, the balance of power shifts hard. But here's the mic drop. Sanders never needed a huge contract extension. He made one without the league's permission. He turned modest numbers into a monster payday. He's not just changing how rookies get paid. He's changing what it even means to be a pro athlete in 2025. This wasn't about breaking the system. Sanders didn't blow it up. He studied it, hacked it, and walked away with the cheat code. So when people say Sanders destroyed the NFL with a massive contract extension, they're not entirely wrong. He didn't destroy it with a pen. He did it with a model. He showed that a rookie can walk in, bypass the politics, out-earn the veterans, and keep the rights to everything that makes him valuable. That's not just a win. That's a revolution in cleats. And as the NFL scrambles to adapt, one thing is clear. The era of player ownership has arrived. Sanders didn't just change his own future, he changed the future of every rookie who comes after him. The league will never be the same. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and get the inside story on the next big shakeup, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss a single detail as the revolution unfolds. Thanks for watching. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the NFL can adapt, or is this the beginning of a new era where players finally take control? Until next time, keep your eyes on the field and your mind on the business. This is the future of football, and it's only just begun.